Hi Gemini, excuse me, welcome to Barefoot Mama Intuitive Reading. This is your reading for the end of June, beginning of July, or whenever you come across this. Hopefully there's a message here for you. If you want to enter to win a free reading on 7/7, you can put free reading in the comments of this video or any poster video until then. I'll announce the winner on a separate, in a separate post on that day. Sometimes it comes a day afterwards. You can also book a personal with me on my Etsy, join my Patreon or my YouTube memberships. They're both really reasonably priced and just a good way to support the channel. I think that's it. Oh, there's also a yoga channel if you like yoga. All that's in the description box below. Otherwise, let's get started. Ooh. So I just want to say thank you to all of those of you who have subscribed and liked the channel and continue to watch. I really appreciate you all. And if you're still here, please do subscribe and like the video to help my channel grow. This is just a whatever comes out reading. So let's see what's coming out. I was meditating on your energy before this reading. Ooh, judgment. And I was going to say, I got this feeling of like total surrender. I like that judgment's coming out here because it was like a feeling of, you know what, universe, divine, just take my life and create with. Just let's do this. I don't know. It was just this like I've been thinking about your reading for like the last 24 hours. Like, how am I gonna? I don't know. There was some sort of element of jumping in, diving in, something new. And I had a hesitation. I'm a Gemini rising, so maybe I'm really tuning into that energy this week. But I just had this feeling like there were things you wanted to do at one point, and the course your life has taken until here has created a certain momentum on the path that you're on. And while you're in a new life path, a new destiny, it's not the one you saw or expected. That's what this judgment to me is. I don't think it's a bad thing either. Chariot, you're quickly moving forward. Maybe you moved, or things are coming into balance really quickly. Like you're seeing the bigger picture all of a sudden of what this new life looks like. Yeah, that seems really clear. You could be dealing with a Cancer or a Scorpio, or you could have strong like water sign placements. We're at the nearing the end of Cancer season here as well. So as this Cancer season ends, you're stepping into this new, like a rebirth, a new phase in your life. Oh, and you have options. That's interesting. You might not feel like you have options, but you actually do. Okay. I'm interested in seeing what that is. What's the Chariot in the past energy for the Gemini collective? Yeah, because I had this feeling like you thought your life was kind of going to take a different turn, and you're just like, all right, universe, like put me where I'm supposed to be. Like you're surrendered. The energy of surrender, the Lovers. Okay, maybe in love you're surrendered. Sorry, I saw it peek out during the shuffle. All right. What's the Chariot in the past for Gemini spirit? The Five of Cups. You know what? I didn't pray over this reading. Spirit, please protect this reading. Send any negative energy back to sender, transmuted tenfold for the greatest good of all and harm to none. Archangel Michael, please bless this reading with concise, clear messages. And Mother Mary, please bring compassion to these messages. Kali, please cut any negative energy cords to energies or entities that are no longer serving our highest karmic good. Burn the karma sticks associated there with, and send us all to our greatest, highest timelines. Amen, amen, so mote it be. Okay, interesting. So Scorpio is the Five of Cups. I really like the Five of Cups. I'm a Scorpio sun, and I have a lot of Scorpio placements. So I really identify with this card as one that talks about acknowledging grief as something that doesn't necessarily go away, but can help as to be like a launch pad into what is truly emotionally fulfilling for us, which is what this Two of Cups symbolizes. It symbolizes emotional fulfillment within the individual, as well as potentially attracting that in a love energy. The Three of Swords, though, underneath the Chariot with the Five of Cups, it's like you could have been waiting on something that never really grounded itself in the 3D. Oh man. This is like you having hopes for emotional fulfillment, but in the 3D, it's just like waiting, waiting, waiting. I'm seeing the 3 is in 3D, but also the pentacles is in like what happens materially. What is this disconnect? The Ace of Wands, the Two of Cups. What? What is this? Okay, I don't really know. The Devil, Four of Swords, Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles reverse, Eight of Swords reverse, Four of Cups reverse, the Chariot reverse, Ace of Swords, Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups reverse, Nine of Cups. Okay, so in the past, you were like really passionate about moving forward into something that was at a standstill. I get this really uncomfortable, like stop, go, stop, go, stop, go feeling here, especially if this is romantic. Like, there could be some sort of obsessive pattern at play in your romance or your romantic connections that like emphasizes money or sex in order to avoid emotional heartbreak, or that's what you've been attracting in relationships, people who are more focused on the material. And there's nothing wrong with that necessarily, right? I just feel like you're looking for more of an emotional connection with the Two of Cups here. If love connections have been like a problematic devil for you in your life, you're choosing your peace first. And I think the universe has been waiting on you for this. Like, all right, we'll send you your blessings as long as you aren't gonna, give these blessings to somebody who does not deserve them. Essentially, like I get this feeling that I get this feeling that this chariot can talk about rushing into connections, and you, especially romantic connections with the Two of Cups and Ace of Wands here. It's like a romantic connection that's especially enhanced because of the sexual attraction, but if it like ultimately ends up leaving you feeling like alone and heartbroken, even if it is a committed relationship or even if it is like a one-on-one thing. There's some sort of self-abandonment that occurs in this overgiving to connections. Overgiving has come out a lot for the signs in my readings lately. We have Saturn going retrograde into Pisces, I believe. I think it was until November or until the fall. And Saturn is the lord of karma. And essentially, wherever Saturn is at in your chart, it's going to be stepping, or wherever Pisces is at in your chart, Saturn's going to be stepping in to help you figure that out. So look into where Pisces is at in your chart. But what I'm seeing is that there's some self-abandonment, and the self-abandonment comes from obsession. I don't know. The devil here is standing out to me as obsession. What is the devil? The Magician. I like that. And the star? Oh my god. Okay. I really like this. Okay, so it's like you have two alternatives. It's like you have the devil, which is like obsessive, anxious thoughts. I think this was an Esther Hicks thing, but it's like the quote that I'm thinking is that joy, no, anxiety is excitement without the joy. So this is like whenever you have obsessive thoughts about something or someone that are giving you anxiety, this is energy that you can use to transmute into wish fulfillment, whatever that is. So in my chart, Pisces is in the 10th house. And this for me would look like if I'm having anxiety about a connection or a situation, I would instead be focusing on, I think 10th house is work. I would be focusing on like how I can offer these manifestation energies to creating solid, stable work that allows me to help and serve others, because that's Pisces in the 10th house. So maybe look at where Pisces is at in your chart. But I also see the universe is giving you these blessings as you learn to transmute this anxious overthinking, or bring peace to your mind through the transmutation of these energies into creations. Sexual energy is also, it's kundalini energy, it's creative energy, right? So yeah, this is like you learning to transmute healthy sexual energy into like creation. If you're in a happy connection with somebody, this is you two co-creating, like consciously manifesting as a couple with the universe, which is really cool as well. It's like you're both setting your intentions for what it is you want to create for the future, and that's establishing a solid foundation. The Three of Pentacles reverse on top of the Three of Wands can mean that other people are gossiping about your blessings coming in. And the Eight of Swords reverse is like you don't really care what they have to say. You're like, you know what, whatever. Like you're just jealous, or I don't know. It's just, especially with this Saturn retrograde thing, like if you're getting blessings during this time, I feel like it's because you've done the shadow work. You know what your devil is, and when it comes up, you're like, boom, boom, boom. I'm going to transmute this. I'm going to switch focus. I'm going to switch gears. Like I know how to put attention and energy where it needs to go for it to flow to the right place. And not everybody knows how to do that. So you might have some people like a little bit jealous. In terms of the options that you have available to you in the future, first let's look at these blessings. I want to know. They're going to be specific to everybody, right? But um Four of Pentacles reversed. That's cool. Giving, being generous, and Six of Swords, being able to basically move through life a little bit more ease, a little bit more comfort, more security, or at least help to get towards security. The Knight of Cups, potentially more lighthearted, loving connections. Queen of Wands, also feeling good about yourself, what you do, how you take action, your intuition, your magic, how it's used, and taking care of yourself in the 3D, in the sensual realm. King of Swords, also not taking any bullshit from anybody, and vice versa. You're attracting people who don't give bullshit. So I feel like you're very clear. You know how you want a romantic connection to look. You know how you want to feel and appear in the world. You know how to communicate your ideas. You know how to create. I feel like this is also a time of you creating new karmic contracts. Not that karma has to be bad, right? It's not all the time. Karma is sometimes what is good for us coming back to us as we've been giving, right? So in this time with Saturn, the emphasis being on Saturn in this reading, I feel like um, it seems like you're getting good karma back, because you've kind of been in this diligent, no BS, taking care of yourself, and only putting your heart like where it really where it feels like you're giving it with integrity. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so the Four of Cups reverse under the Seven of Cups and the Chariot reverse, you might be slowing down a little bit in the emotional space to ask yourself what really truthfully resonates with you. If you do have multiple options, it could be a little bit overwhelming. You can call on Archangel Michael. He's showing up strongly in this reading with the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords. You may also benefit from writing in work. This is the Eight of Pentacles, but there's something that you do that you have mastery over, and I think it involves communication or something about uncovering the truth. You could be like a detective. Um, mm, or you could work in the legal field or have some position of authority, and you're really good at what you do, although you may come across a bit callous sometimes in the emotional space because why? What's this Queen of Cups reverse, Nine of Cups? I'm gonna use the light series for this. There's a lot of emotional stuff here. What is this? It's almost like you're choosing head over heart currently in order to receive the 9 instead of the 7. Like you need to choose head over heart in the workspace. Intuition, the 4 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. There's something here about you intuitively know what it is that you need to nurture in order to feel nurtured. And the 4 of Cups could be like people pleasing in the past. I think that's what this is. You have options, but some of these options involve people pleasing. They're not authentically your choice. They're choices that you would make in order to please other people, or an idea of like what it means to be successful, especially with work here, the 8 of Pentacles. And you're using your intuition and your connection with the divine right now to establish what it really means for you to feel secure and nurtured, and to ground that in the 3D. So what is this? What do you, I want to know a little bit more about these choices you're releasing. Knight of Swords, King of Swords again, 5 of Wands. I'm like, I'm thinking this King of Swords can be somebody who, it could be you, your divine masculine, your internal divine masculine, just being very clear cut. Like, this is what I want, this is what I don't want. And it might be a little bit difficult for you to embrace that part of yourself. You might want to show up more like the Knight of Swords. Like, I'm coming in to say whatever it is that you want to hear, or whatever it is that you need to hear. But instead, because of the authority that you've gained in the spiritual realm with the High Priestess here, over your devils, over your shadow, you're setting boundaries. You setting boundaries in your life activates other people's shadows. I'm seeing this light, this fire, casting the shadows on these people climbing up to reach it. So it's like you've gained the power of your inner fire, Queen of Wands, and the power of your very strong mind. And because of this, it's like you're able to use the powers of fire and air to like, and your emotions are really stable here to ground things in reality in terms of nurturing yourself. But I feel like it activates other people or another person who you're dealing with. And you may kind of decide like, decide what? I don't know. 5 of Cups. Okay. You may kind of decide for now that like they need to sort of work on their own emotional stuff because they're draining you. They're draining you energetically, and they're draining you emotionally. Knight of Cups. I think that pulling away from this person or this connection or even this business is actually going to create conditions where they're going to be more thoughtful about the messages they send or the messages they're bringing across to you. Like if they have romantic intentions and their own sort of emotional baggage or their own like energy stuff was getting in the way, their own shadow is getting in the way, I feel like you sort of just being like, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, this is what I deal with, this is what I don't deal with. It might push them away initially, like activate their shadow, activate their emotional like ugh. But then they'll sort of come to and realize like where they're at and want to offer you business or romance. It could be both. How do you feel about this and what's the end result? Ten of Pentacles. Holy moly. That's pretty amazing. Okay, so I mean, if this is a person in business or in romance, you had the Lovers come out in the shuffle, right? There's definitely potential here. It's just really important that you set your boundaries in a very clear, compassionate way. It seems like you're having a hard time coming across compassionately and doing this at the moment because it's like almost like you've just discovered what it means to wield this sort of truth around your boundaries. And you've also just discovered that not doing that in the past has been what's been holding you back from your own success. So I feel like you're very excited to have this sort of truth. You're like, yes, like I get it. I get why my energy has been drained in the past. I get why I've given myself over to these heartbreaking situations. I get it. I see the devil. The devil in my situation is like the people pleasing thing. I'm over it. I'm going to set my boundaries. And you might be a little bit extra fiery with that at the moment with the Queen of Wands influencing your King of Swords here. And you might be a little intimidating to this person. Yeah. But I think you'll kind of get to this point where emotionally, like you feel really good about having set these boundaries and about like whatever it is that you do in the workspace or what your work, your purpose is. You feel like you've gained some sort of mastery over it, and then you feel this sense of like the Four of Cups, like okay, well I'm emotionally stagnant again. What does that mean? And there's a need to just spend time outside, just get grounded. You've been using a lot of like mental power and a lot of spiritual power, I think, with the high priestess here to get through this karmic lesson. And so you're here now and it's time to just sort of ground it, spend some time outside, luxuriate in nature, eat good food. Eating like a good meal can get you grounded, spending time with family, just letting the sun be on your face, just like give yourself some grace. And then when it's time for you to set these boundaries, these verbal boundaries, do so with the mentality that with the Knight of Swords here, that saying what you want, need, desire, deserve, think, feel, etc. in a situation is saving both you and the other person the trouble of having to come back to revisit what was not said. You're just being very upfront, and I think this person really appreciates it, and you're available when they're available or when they come back to offer you this message. It's like, I want the 10 of Pentacles, let's work towards it. And I think that's really beautiful. Okay, I want to get maybe one last message and then we'll pull an oracle card. Six of Wands, victory. I love that. Two of Wands, moving through that door finally. Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior. And the Two of Cups. That's really sweet. You're having victory over this cycle of like not wanting to be seen. You may not have been like dating or been in a connection, or you weren't being seen because you were people pleasing. And setting your boundaries is also allowing you to be seen in your authenticity, and that's really beautiful. This person maybe recognizes that there are some steps to take, or slow steps to take with the Knight of Pentacles because of this Nine of Wands energy. I'm getting that you both are likely in this Nine of Wands energy, like you've been injured by your connections with other people or just by the world, just by your expectations of what it is to connect with another. But this is, if this is a love reading, and it's kind of seeming like it is, with the Two of Cups coming out twice and then Ace of Wands, just Ace of Wands, and then the Lovers and the Shuffle. Ten of Pentacles, of course. This is a beautiful connection, and it's one that rejuvenates you. It's a rebirth of hope for maybe what you never thought you could have. This is beautiful. All right, I think I'm gonna pull Universal Truths. No, I don't know. Maybe after this one, I'm gonna pull a Guardian of the Night Oracle card. This one just flew out. The Three of Cups. Oh, that's beautiful. Celebration, happiness, joy. Look at these raccoons are so excited. They're like, yes. All right. Let's read the Three of Cups. And then we'll close this reading out. Thank you for being here, Gemini. Go ahead and like and subscribe the video. Subscribe. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't. A few years ago, I had a neighbor who would escape to the city on the weekends for a cabin out in the woods. From the city, sorry. One weekend, they forgot to lock the doggy door. A family of raccoons seized the very fortuitous opportunity. When it came time to create the Three of Cups, I knew precisely what inspiration I was going to draw upon, because although I did not witness firsthand the aftermath from neighbors' accounts, those raccoons worked together to throw quite the party. Can you imagine what it must have felt like for those raccoons? It must have been like winning the lottery. The Three of Cups speaks to how you feel when you share a time of great joy with others. There's something magical about joining forces with others in celebration, or just working toward a common goal that is sure to be a great success. There is a sense of community and belonging that keeps the passion burning within to keep moving forward. When you encounter the Three of Cups energy, you will benefit from joining forces with those whose company you enjoy. Chores or tasks will be more fun and more productive when you enlist friends and family to help. Of course, work is always much more pleasurable when it's a work party. When you hold the Three of Cups, a situation may benefit from asking for help or allowing others interested in your success to become involved. Use your enthusiasm for a project to enlist those who genuinely want to see you succeed. Not only will you gain an eager team ready to get to work, you will find the victory will be sweeter. If your task requires a hands-on approach, if you need to do physical work, call on the raccoon's energy, as this nimble creature possesses a heightened sense of touch. A shapeshifter and natural maker of shenanigans, your situation may benefit from using a little trickery when enlisting friends and family to help with a task. But don't worry, they will thank you in the end for a great time. Nimble, focused, clever, and dexterity. So this could be a work and a love situation. It could be a situation where you're like interested in somebody at work and you want to like um connect with them, but I don't know, you throw like a work party, or there's a work party and you're enlisting a friend's help to see like if this person's available. And you could also, I don't know, I get a sense that like you may be in a position of authority at work, and it makes a if you work with the person in a romantic, if you're romantically involved with somebody and you work with them, it could make that dynamic a little bit tricky. So you need to I don't know. You celebrate though. Like you're coming together, you're letting go of like any emotional stagnation by throwing like a party. Maybe just throw a party. I don't know. But I feel like you go to one or you throw one, you are certainly like joining forces with other like-minded people. I think you're just enjoying company, and in terms of your romantic life, you're setting clear, concise boundaries and sort of setting it to the side, and I feel like it comes back around. Anyway, I hope this reading was helpful, insightful, useful. If it resonated, let me know. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all next week.